Case study 1. Attitude and job satisfaction. Self-service kiosk from people to robot. Question 1.
In my opinion, the employee attitude are ultimately improved as a result of self-service care. A robot can do all kind of job. Some job require human to perform it, right? So when the robot do their job, human can do the other job. So consequently, the employee has more time to do other jobs. So for instance, in McDonald's, when the customers make their own order using the machine, so employee can use the time to prepare the food. So this will reduce our save time and reduce the waiting time of the customers. The second reason is employee has more time to rest before performing other job. Right, so this will affect employees' attitude positively, where employee will be happier and more productive. So when they serve customer, there will be a big smile on their face instead of frowning face. The last reason is, in the middle of this pandemic, many economy activities were ordered to be closed. But during MCO, some economic sectors are allowed to be operated, but they must observe SOPs set by the government such as social distancing and no physical contact. So, the use of robotic technology is very useful during this time because there will be no physical contact between employee and customers.
Question 2.
Cashier will be affected the most if the organization decide to substitute employee with self-service cashier. So how it affect employees' attitude negatively or positively depends on the employer's intention. If the intention is to reduce the workload of the employee, okay, so it will improve the employee's attitude. But if the intention is to reduce the operating cost, okay, by lay down the employee, then it will affect the employee attitude negatively because they will lose the job. Customers' attitude also will be affected by the use of robotic technology. Okay, normally, customers tend to react positively by spending more money. Right? So since the service offered are getting better and more efficient, so customers will be happy to spend their money on that shop.
Question 3.
The transition towards self-service kiosks is by using signage to direct the customers to the location of the kiosk in the premise and signs showing step-by-step of the chef kiosk or video of a person explaining the way to use the self-service technology. By positioning a staff near the self-service kiosk to support and assist users to get users accustomed to the change also can be effective. In addition, organizations also can give rewards or incentive to customers who use the self-service kiosk. To maintain the job attitude of the employees is by preparing employees towards the new process. Organization needs to develop training manuals or instruction to assist employees. It is possible to find a balance between promoting customers and employee attitude when introducing self-service kiosks by making sure the employees are ready to the new way of how things work.
Case study 2. Job crafting. Question 1.
Yes, because job satisfaction is one of the key importance in the life cycle of the employees. If the employees are happy working in the company, this will give strength and stability to the company, as they will become a loyal company and it will produce a higher productivity employee. Plus, job satisfaction is one of the main factors of an employee's organizational citizenship behavior or CV.
Question 2.
Yes, as a student, we have many group assignments in our studies. Job crafting generally divided into three key types, which are task crafting, means changing up responsibilities, relationship crafting, means changing up relationship, and cognitive crafting, means changing up mindsets. So, for instance, in the task crafting, if you are responsible for editing videos in your assignments, you can also do the subtitle and design the background of the videos. Next, for the part relationship crafting, in order to gain a new experience, we can group with other students that we do not know. And on the part of cognitive crafting, we can change our motive in doing assignments is to broaden our knowledge. Instead, finish it to get higher career marks.
Question 3.
Yes, one of the potential drawbacks is there will be a conflict between the employee and organizations on the goals. This is because the employee that doing job crafting usually have their personal goals to pull off, while organizations' overall goals generally for the company's sake. Next, they will take lightly on the tasks that they less preferred as they are more focused to it in redesign their job. Thus, one of the ways to minimize it is to have some superior to utilize organizational control on job crafting. This can help company to prevent any detrimental crafting and encourage favorable crafting.
Case study 1, emotions and moods. Managers have feelings too. Question 1.
Yes, it is possible for managers to strike a balance between authenticity and managing their own emotional displays in organization. Managers are not expected to be unemotional robots because they too are human beings and they have feelings. However, these feelings and emotions can be balanced out through emotional intelligence. And there are 5 steps to achieve this balance. Firstly, managers have to know when and how to share. Managers are not expected to become unemotional robot and they too can react to situations. Secondly, it is self-awareness. Most managers must be aware on what they are feeling and know how their actions can affect other people. The next one is self-regulation. Managers who have high self-regulation can stay in control and not blaming others for problems or costs of their losses to the company. In addition to that, successful managers always look for solutions and not just merely blaming others. Managers must be actively seeking for the future and not just dwelling by the past. And last but not least, as a Muslim manager, we must have the best of faith and take Rasulullah SAW as an example for our leadership.
Question 2.
Yes, indeed there are emotions that are off limit that one should never display at work. Such emotions are unsupportive and negative energy. This will cause destructive and chaos to the company. And as well, emotions and personal feelings such as love and affection. These are unprofessional feelings that should not be displayed at work. This will cause bias and unfair. One may always support their loved ones even though they are wrong.
Question 3.
Yes, improve one's reading of managers or co-workers' emotion are basically by paying attention to these 4 things. The first one is known as action. The second one is known as facial expression, continuing with eye contact and also sensing emotional energy. However, reading one's emotion is not easy. It requires skills and also deeply analysis. Some people are obvious and we can trace their facial expression or how they communicate easily. So, to this, we can offer them help and ask if they have problems.
Case study 2, emotion and moods. When the going gets boring. Boredom is an unpleasant feeling in which individuals feel an extreme lack of interest in their current activity. Bored workers may feel that time is passing very slowly. Boredom may lead to employees turnover and most of the employees would rather choose a low-income job than a high-income job that is considered a boring job to them. Boredom can have several severe consequences. Firstly, other workers may have a hard time dealing with unresponsive co-workers. Next, boredom can lead a worker to exercise counterproductive work behavior like quitting and mistreating other co-workers. In the worst cases, they may suffer from depression. Question 1.
The one who is responsible for reducing boredom in the workplace lies on the responsibilities of both parties, the employers and the employees. If the employer is the one who is bored, then he has the ability to reduce boredom since he knows exactly the reason behind it. Only then the initiatives to relieve boredom can be defined. Hence, employers need to investigate the loopholes in their organizations in order to tackle the issue of boredom among their employees. The employees must also play their part in lowering the level of boredom in the workplace. They need to always be interested in their jobs and set their daily objectives to ensure they finish their work on time and do not procrastinate.
Question 2.
Some tasks are undeniably boring as we have to face it most of the time during the day. This includes extremely repetitive tasks, which we have to bear with when we are at work. These tasks get worse when the routine has not been changed for a long time and we start to develop an ill feeling for them. Some of the impacts of these boring tasks are we will be demotivated to complete them, which will then give a negative impact towards our mental health. However, there are measures to be taken in order to fix our perception on boring tasks. Some of them include revising our mindset towards them.
Question 3.
The emotion of happiness can help to control boredom. Happiness leads to internal motivation of an individual, which influences job satisfaction and promoting people to work hard and achieve their goals. Also, happiness causes a person to think positively and they will try to bring the best out of the situation.
That's all. Thank you.